no hell. Death is the end. Why you want to make people suffer? After all, you are a human being. You have the control to kill people. But you are not doing it. You have the ability to destroy all sufferings at 1 minute, the entire sufferings. Nobody will feel any pain, no hell, no nothing, and absolutely, right? Right. Why don't you do it? We don't want to do that. Well, so you don't want to do what you could, but you don't want God to do what He could. That's inconsistency, right? When you could do something to alleviate the pain in your power, well, you don't want to do it, but you want God to do it. Well, this is inconsistency. They're arguing for inconsistent things. Of course, they will say, that's not humanism. What is humanism? Humanism is making people to suffer? Is that what humanism is? You must be thankful to Hitler because 60 lakh Jews, their suffering is gone, right? See, only I can say shame on Hitler because I believe in the dignity of man, I believe in eternality of man, immortality of the soul, I believe in heaven, I believe in hell. You don't believe in any of those things. There is no meaning and purpose in suffering. So I don't know why people wanted, to believe in something that has no meaningful end. But it is said that a great majority of born-again students who enter into universities become secular by the time they graduate. They no more read the Bible or attend churches. You be good, do good, help others. That's what humanism teaches. Do good, be good, help others. But how can you be good when you are a sinner? You are trying to do something good, well, that's very good, Yes. Lot of people are trying to do many, many good things. So humanism is attracting a lot of people, yes, lot of people. The third worldview, anti-Christian worldview, is the cosmic humanistic worldview. That's the latest. The cosmic humanist worldview. It is also called the New Age movement. NAM, NAM, short form. New Age movement. Cosmic humanism is a mixture of neo-paganism and neo-pantheism. You know what pantheism? Pantheism believes everything is God. That's
is it everything is God or many gods?
No, everything is God. Pan in Greek means all. Yes.
So it's like Hinduism, material.
No. There's panentheism. That is, God is in everything. Panentheism. God is in Thunilum Turumbilum ulla Deivam ennokku parayum. That's panentheism. God is in everything. Pantheism is everything is God. What they basically mean that God and man and the world, created world are everything, It's all matter and spirit, there is no distinction. So everything is God. So that's the idea of idol worship is there. You can take a flower and you can see God in it. You can take a glass of water and keep it there and you can say God, because there. You see yourself in the mirror and you say God. That's the idea. You're worshipping God. Namaste, So pantheism is there. Pantheism is very popular, Everything is God. So they worship the tree, some worship the stone, some worship this, that, and everything is God for them. You can choose. Panentheism is everything is in God. Everything is in God. So the New Age movement, NAM is basically a combination of this neo-paganism and neo-pantheism. New Age movement has an hatred for dogmas and therefore are difficult to define. They are against anything, you cannot, they don't want dogmas. Dogmas are absolute statements, I believe in God. I believe in triunity of God. I believe in eternal hell. That's all dogmas. You are making categorical statement. They don't want any categorical statement. They don't. They say everything is kind of, wishy-washy. That sort of, that's also right and this is also right. That's what the new Age movement is saying, that there is nothing absolute. What you think is right and what you think is also right, that's also.
The origin of that, is it India or is it the West?
Well, I don't know where it actually originated, but definitely Indians have a contribution to it. Definitely,
Inde Vishwasam Ninde Rashikam.
That is said everywhere. Vishwas Ninde Rashikam is said everywhere. Yes, this Nam is like the Baptist pastor, The Baptist pastor was at home and a man came from his church and said against another brother in the church, member in the church, he has done this, this is wrong, this is that, and the pastor said, you are right, you are absolutely right. Okay, so he went. In few minutes the other man came and he also said what? He did this, and pastor said, you are right, and you are right, and you are right. Everything. And then he also went. So his wife said, how can both be right? You said both right. And pastor said, you are also right. You are also right. So these people are like that, you are right, you are also right. New Age movement, whatever you say is right. This is a movement where you are free to say anything you want. You are free to say anything you want. Yes. Because they believe that truth dwells in individuals and therefore no one could claim a handle for truth. That's what I say. Truth does not rest in community or in church or in society or any institutions or in any book. Truth dwells in the individual man. So if you say 2 plus 2 is 3, that's fine. That's your truth. As long as you are not giving money according to that. That's what the truth is in you. So you can believe basically anything you want. Johanna Michelson has described Nam as the ultimate eclectic religion of self. That's what it is. The ultimate eclectic religion of self. That's it. Johanna Michelson is one of the writers, the Christian writer, said that, it's the ultimate eclectic religion of self.
Second word?
Eclectic religion. Eclectic means, somebody sit down and say nonsense like, anything you wanted to say. You are on a high speed and, you speak about things that have no sense. No sense make to others. It's like saying, this is that, and that is this, and this, and that is that, and this, and that is this. That's what, So what are you talking? I'm saying this is that, and you said that is this, and so this and that is this. Therefore, this and that are the same. Therefore, you keep on saying things like this, everything is that, Somebody said, adha ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് ഏത് This is, you can say anything you want as long as, you can keep on saying anything you want. If somebody asks, the new modern, new age movement has come, the new age art, the new age science, the new age morality, the new age religion, everything is new. Somebody come up with something and they say, that's right, that's a good idea, Yeah, there is no absolute, no absolute.
She mentioned is critically.
Yeah, it's critically. Whatever a person decides to be right is right for him. As long as you are not narrow-minded to say that what the other person believes is wrong. That's the only thing. Whatever you believe is right for you, but don't impose it on others. You have to accept the other person is also right. How can that be? How can it be 8:30 now and 9 o'clock now? The law of non-contradiction says, if a statement is true, the opposite of that statement is wrong. If a statement is true, the opposite of that statement is wrong. How can both be right? How can both be? Sugar is white and sugar is black. How can? Either it is white or black. Or you have to say some sugar is white while some sugar is black. You cannot say, the opposite of that one. You cannot say Jesus Christ is God, but Jesus Christ is not God. You cannot say that. But these people say you can say that, everybody will say that, you have all the religions together, like in Chicago, the World Religious Conference, everybody, there are people who believe that you can kill cow and eat, there are people who believe that, no, you cannot kill cow and eat. Yeah, there are people who say soul is immortal, there are people who say that there is no soul. There are people who say heaven is there, there are people who say there is nothing like heaven. There are people who say God is a person, there are people who say God is only an idea. How can everything be right?
What if a non-believer takes that very point and hits on us saying that how can you say Jesus is God and at the same time say Jesus is man?
But there is no problem. There is no problem on that one, because there is no contradiction. The contradiction comes that Jesus is only God and Jesus is only man. Jesus is God and man. How can God become man? Well, that's no problem because God is all able, right? As long as God's essential values are retained, it's not difficult for God to take a shape for a while, So if you say that Jesus is God but Jesus is not God, then it is contradiction, Or Jesus is man but Jesus is no man. That's contradiction. But there is no contradiction say Jesus is God and Jesus is man, So whatever a person decides to be right is right. How can that be? That's nonsense. So the Naam, the New Age movement, Naam proposes to usher a new age where humanity lives in harmony with self, nature and the cosmos. That's what it says. Humanity lives in harmony with self, nature and the cosmos. It is a form of utopianism, a desire to create a society where there are no dogmas and absolutes. Everything is relative. Everything is relative. How would you like to be in a world like that? There are no absolutes. So you don't know what to believe, and you can believe anything you want. You can believe anything you want. That's the way it is. You can believe anything you want. I think for itself it will be a mental hospital, right? Because you go to mental hospital, some people will say that I'm the President of India. Or the other person say, no, I'm the Prime Minister of India. You can believe anything you want. So it will be a mental hospital. The Naam is fast growing movement. It is estimated by some that there are more than 60 million Naam believers in USA. That book says there is more than 60 million Naam believers in USA. Those who believe in astrology, reincarnation, etc. are part of the Naam movement. The incarnation and astrology are becoming so popular, Astrology becoming so popular. Yes. People from outside world come here to study astrology and get a PhD in university like Banaras University is offering a PhD, I heard, in astrology. Is astrology a science? Yeah, Jyotisha Shastra, Jyotisha Shastra is astronomy, astrology, Jyotisha Shastra. What is it? People look your hand and say, by looking at the lines or, your handwriting analysis. There are so many. Oh, this is terrible. Yes.
Handwriting analysis, can't that be a little scientific?
No, it's no scientific thing.
We're studying kind of psychology of the writer.
Yeah, they are all studying under the guise, disguise of that. There is nothing. Your handwriting analysis and all these things it's a little more sophisticated in the way it gives the appearance of a little more legitimacy than maybe the reading the palm. That's all. Yeah.
So if a Christian is doing that, is he opening the door to...
What else he is doing? What else he is doing? He is doing the same thing. Yes. But people do that. They do that, Occultism, witchcraft, astrology, reincarnation, these have become so popular in Europe and America. Paganism is attempting a resurrection from the dead of its many gods and goddesses of the pre-Christian polytheistic religions of the Celtic, the Norse, the Greek, the Egyptian, the Roman and other Western religions. That's what they do. All these religions were pagan religions before Christianity went there. So all those gods were dead and gone for a long time. Now they wanted to resurrect them and bring them back. So that's what it is. Europe is so notorious for these things, Yes. Demon worship, horror movies and all that, What was the name of that one man who is very popular? Oh, my memory. Who claimed to even, resurrect the dead. No, he's not a Christian. He's in Europe. He was very widely accepted in the 50s and 60s and all. There were, I've forgotten his name. There are many movies by him. Many movies of, the what they call the satanic worship and all that. Like you are a Kadamatta Tachan, that sort of things,
He was living in 1950.
Alfred Hitchcock.
No, I know his name, but I might come to me sometime, A famous character earlier.
Movie character.
No, it's a movie character there. The Europe in English and all, lot of these haunted houses and
Merlin.
no, not Marilyn Monroe. Well, anyway, you are not going to, because he's no more. He died in the 60s, I think. So he's gone. But some of those movies are still shown in America and all, late night horror movies. No, Dracula is a blood drinking, vampire and all these things. This is a man who was practicing, occultism and all. Then he goes to the nether world and get in contact with Satan, and then by satanic power will do many miracles and all those. He practicing alchemies and trying to raise dead human beings and all that.
Is he the one who wrote the Satanic Bible?
Who is the one?
The one who wrote the Satanic Bible?
No, he's not the one. No, he's not that. This character is very, very famous actually. In Europe and all, he's very, very widely known character. I have forgotten his, Lately I am not reading any of those people. Yes. So there is an attempt to resurrect the dead Western pagan religions, and it's there, And here also, for example, as I said, that Kadamatta Tachan, what is it? You know Kadamatta Kathanar Kadagal? Yeah, he lived, how far? He lived only 100 years back, Kadamatta Kathanar. He was said to have many stories. Kadamatta Kathanar, there's a series of cinemas there, and story books are there. He said to how he had gone to the nether world of Satan, demons, and all that, and very, very, scary things. But he was practicing exorcism. The demon-possessed people or mentally sick people were brought to him at that time, and he will heal them and all that sort of things. And even Kadamatthu is there even today. Yes. Starhawk, S-T-A-R-H-A-W-K, Starhawk. Actually the name is Nee Miriam Simos. She's a witch from California. She has written a book, The Spiritual Dance, a rebirth of the ancient religion of the great goddesses, 1917, that's the name. The Spiritual Dance, a rebirth of the ancient religion of the great goddesses. This book was a bestseller and attracted many to the neo-paganism and pantheism. What is the most popular book today on NAM? Harry Potter. Harry Potter. She is a New Age movement. She is the advocate, the ambassador of, and a lot of Christians also read Harry Potter. Great influence. Many neo-pagan television stars, shows are in popularity, yes. Charmed, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Some estimated there may be 800,000, this New Age movement adherents in the USA itself. Neo-cosmic, Harry Potter is coming out with the latest book, What is her own biography or something? People are waiting for Harry Potter's books. Yes.
I came across some video or something on YouTube where some pastor's two daughters, they're a believer from a believing church, probably charismatic. They have the so-called gift of exorcism, and most of the demons in America with the youth is Harry Potter character demons. They are the new demons.
Well, there may be some truth. There may be some truth. Anyway, Harry Potter is a worldwide, popular writer today, and very young people waiting for Harry Potter. You go anywhere, as soon as the book comes, it's gone. It's gone. So popular, so popular. We need to be aware of what's happening. Our people so brainwashed so easily by Harry Potter because she is such a popular writer. So neo-cosmic movement is the latest popular religion in the world. So how all these perversions came into existence is a question. Yes. Yes. When creationism was rejected by many colleges and universities and espoused evolution, evolutionism slowly began to bring in Marxism, socialism, liberation theology, dialectical materialism, and all these things. One leads to another. One leads to another. It's easy to jump from a 100-story building, but it's not easy to stop at the 99th floor. You can jump from the 100th floor, but it's not easy to stop at the 99th or 98th. In all probability, you will come and fall flat on the ground. That is easy for you to leave your creationism, but it's not easy to stop with that. No, it will go down. Look at Romans chapter 1, where it starts. Where it starts. It's easy to live, my righteous shall live, my just shall live by faith. But where the chapter ends, that chapter comes and ends that you do all kinds of sin, not only doing, but you approve those who do it. Yes. This is what's happening. Yes. With that one came the liberal theology, liberation theology, somehow brought the concept of self-actualization, behaviorism, feminism, pro-choice, Eastern meditations. Then you have your yogas, then the world government. The latest is the world government. A couple of years back I went to Manipur, and one brother has taken me to, said there is a world government headquarters here. I said, okay, that's very interesting. We go there. Want to get an appointment with the head man there. It was not very easy. But we got an appointment, And he had given me even currency, world currency. He gave a sample world currency also for me. And, the leader of that movement died. His body is still kept in a room. They believe he is going to resurrect and be the world king, the leader. So they are waiting. They have an army there, world. But it's a cult, They for goodness sake they don't have guns. I think they are under observation by the government, but they only have lathis and all. But it's an army cadre, everybody, uniform is army, uniform and all. So it was very interesting that the concept of a world government, so they believe that man, what was his name, I don't forgotten, he is going to resurrect. He is going to resurrect. So the world government idea is there, So all these things, come, one leads to another. What leads to another? The pro-choice, for example, You want a baby or you don't want, it's your choice. You want male or female, it's your choice. You yourself want to remain a man or a woman, your choice. You wanted to put on female clothes or male clothes or unisex, what all. You can go to a regular barber shop or a unisex barber shop. You can come out neither as a man or a woman. Your hair will be fixed very nicely. You have unisex tailors. It doesn't, you can say whether it's a female shirt or a male shirt, you can put on, Everything. Things have changed. It's very difficult for parents now to pick up clothes for, clothes for their children, Because you go into some clothes stores, they sell unisex models, everything. The shoes are more unisex model, clothes are there, pants are there, everything, everything. There was a time when, things were different.
I think in the US, now it's a time you don't even know the male you're addressing to, was he born a male or was he...
Yeah. But here also,
very few people know that.
Yeah, transsex surgeries and all very common now, Yes, it's very common.
Used to be a female. Used to be a male.